Y'all, I'm back, hopefully a lot more consistently. I've got another video coming out right after this, so if you've been waiting a while, I'm sorry. What's that? You've never seen one of my videos before? This is your first one? Ah, damn. Well, don't make it your last one. Click on another one after this. You got time. You got time. We're hopping into something new today. We're gonna get into entitled people stories on Reddit. So here goes the first one. My entitled friend didn't do anything for my birthday, but is expecting that I do something for her. And she's your friend? Why is she your friend? I went out with my friends for my birthday back in February. Not sure if they meant 2 years back or what. My one friend bought me lunch, 3 beautiful gifts that mean so much to me, and even a birthday cake. I was so surprised and I really felt special. She even posted a lovely Instagram story about me. It was really the sweetest, most meaningful thing ever. As for my other friend goes, she attended my birthday celebration with me and my other friend. Okay, this is an incredibly hard to read story. I don't know if it's just me, but like the way they wrote this, it's just kind of hard to read, man. I'm gonna try to make it through this, but I'm not sure if I can make it. We all met up for dinner. My other friend didn't get me a gift, help pay for the cake or dinner. I'm not looking for anything, and I'm sure I sound very selfish, but the thing is, my friend always spends so much money on her boyfriend. Like she dropped $2,500 on his Christmas and birthday gift. No, I'm not looking for anything like that. My friend goes from spending so much money on her boyfriend to getting herself into financial problems and constantly getting her card declined. I'm so confused by her financial situation. To be honest, I'm pretty hurt that she didn't get me a gift. I'm not looking for anything crazy, but just as a token of appreciation would be nice. So the thing is, my friend's birthday is in June, and I really want to believe that this is just like really bad speech to text or something, but it literally says, so the thing is, my friend's birthday is in June, and is already planning for her birthday. I didn't come here to clown on you for your grammar. I didn't come here for that. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to. I think my friend will probably pay her half for dinner, get her a cake, etc. I don't know if I would be horrible for not buying her a birthday gift, but I would feel so bad not covering her half of dinner and help pay for the cake if my friend does that for her. My friend is already talking about going out for her birthday dinner. She's already making plans and suggesting that we go out for her birthday dinner, which I don't mind going out for her birthday, but I don't want to be expected to be paying for it. I'm really not looking for anything expensive, but I wish she had at least made me a card or get me a little gift for under $10. In a way, I know she has money since she buys everything for her boyfriend, and she always spends money on anything and everything. I feel so conflicted of what to do when it comes time. So like, honestly, from my perspective, I don't know. If you really feel like they are your friend and they're worth getting a gift, just get it for them anyways, because it is true that gifts are just that, they are gifts. But if you've been asking yourself this question, I mean, how many times are you going to keep asking yourself the same question? You know, next year comes around, and if you feel like you're asking yourself the same question again, then I would probably be like, nah, I'm not getting gifts for this person anymore. I really don't like the looks of this one based on the title alone. Entitled woman thinks the road she drives on is hers. Brace yourselves, guys. Me and my sister were having a nice day walking around. We had just went shopping and were walking across the road. We checked, there were no cars coming, and while there were... Guys, this is also another one that's like really hard to read. I don't know what's going on today, but I'm finding these stories with the most grammatical errors possible. That's my goal, I guess. We checked, there were no cars coming. This woman suddenly turned and nearly hit me. I screamed because the car was so close to me. My heart dropped. The woman didn't seem to care at all, and my sister and I stepped in and said what she was doing was illegal, and not using the turn signals in this area would land her a huge fine. And if I was okay, this next line is just so hard to read that I'm just gonna read it. The woman got out of her car and pushed me to the sidewalk and tried leaving my sister. Being the older defensive sister, she has pushed the lady onto the car. The lady screamed, saying, "Do you know who I am? I am the owner of this road." My sister laughed it off as some joke and said the council owned these roads, not her. The lady proceeds to flip my sister and tries running away. My sister wasn't trying to let her go, and I told her to leave it, and I was fine. My sister took a picture of her car plates, and the lady ran away. That same lady was later fined with 500 euros and has 2 penalty points. I'm glad y'all got your justice, but please learn how to type. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna scan these a little bit better, so the next one is not gonna be full of grammatical errors. I can't keep reading these like this. This is terrible. Nail tech wanted to charge 25% tip after he already charged my card, hurt my leg, sneezed on my foot, and demanded cash.
What? What the fuck?
He said there was an ATM in the next store to pull out cash. This motherfucker gave me a Charlie horse and I had to tell him to stop twice after jerking my leg back. Then I got a rash from the irritated hair follicles because I had shaved, and he was rubbing in this sharp salt scrub like sandpaper. My leg was red. I told him, please, no leg or foot massage before the pedicure. Of course, he was speaking another language on his phone the whole time and didn't follow directions. When he was cutting my nail, he squeezed on his glove and my foot and didn't change the glove. Just said sorry. Like, what the fuck? This pedicure was $65. Damn, bro. Pedicures are expensive. The pedicure water was cold and they were too late to get it started. Then they stood in the way when they already charged my card and asked for a cash tip. I said, sorry, I didn't know you ran my card already. Did you add gratuity? They said no, they preferred cash. My nail tech looked at me and said I could go to the store next door for cash back or ATM and calculated a $20 tip. He tried to guilt me and said he had long days and it was a holiday weekend. I don't see how that means you can just sneeze on my foot, do nothing to clean off germs, hurt my leg, and give me a rash. Yeah, I left with no tip.
What are you doing? I am the mighty Lord Caesar!
Why would I leave this guy a tip? No, I wouldn't. But honestly, I bet you this lady wasn't the greatest to deal with either. There's gotta be a reason that she was handled this way the whole time. It really just doesn't make any sense that you would let yourself be tortured by somebody like that. So to me, I feel like there's gotta be a reason that she was still sitting there.
Alright, y'all. I think this is gonna be the last one, and I'm assuming this is gonna be the best one. We all know that the goofiest people are the entitled people at Walmart. Let's get into it. I've read a lot of these, but never ended up posting, but this has to be one of the most entitled experiences of my life, so I figured I would share. This happened to me a few years ago at my first job working as a cashier in Walmart while in grade 12. I, female, 17 at the time, was going about my job normally, getting people through cash and just trying to get through my shift with my social anxiety. An elderly woman comes through my cash, doesn't say a word through an entire transaction, has a cart absolutely filled with stuff, and after everything has been scanned and bagged, she used her card and started to put everything in her cart. It was declined, I told her so, and she just stared at me. So I handed her the little receipt slip saying her card was declined. Now normally people say oops and fix it, no problem. Instead, she barely looks at the slip and just starts walking away with her cart full of stuff. Or these old ladies seem to be getting real bold out here. I don't know what's going on. I immediately called for my CSM, put the transaction on hold, and started helping the next customer while I waited. CSM arrives, and as I'm trying to quietly explain what happened while still tending to customers, a woman, maybe in her 30s, walks up and starts yelling at me. Straight up yelling at me about her mother never got her receipt. I was completely rattled, but looked over towards the exit and saw the older woman standing there with her cart. I pointed at her and asked if that was her mother. She said yes and started going off on me about the receipt again. When I could finally get a word in, I explained that her mother didn't have a receipt because she actually hasn't paid for her items yet. Her card was declined, and at this point, I expected there to be at least a little change in her attitude, but nope. She seems to get even more upset with me and asks why the hell I let her walk away without paying. I had to bite my tongue to keep from saying, what was I supposed to do? Physically restrain an old lady? My CSM cut in and took the receipt with the transaction on hold and the woman over to the customer service to sort things out. Afterwards, he came back with a coworker and had her take over my cash so I could give him a full story story of what happened. He told me that I did the right thing in that situation, apologized that I got yelled at by a customer, and told me to go ahead on my break. I honestly couldn't believe that this woman tried to blame me for her mother's card being declined and acting like I was an absolute villain for such a small thing that I could not have controlled. Yeah, to me, it just sounds like whatever problem they have, both of them have it, the mother and the daughter. They clearly don't listen. You see, the Karens these days, they have this weird disease thing going on to where if you don't say exactly what they want to hear, it just all filters out and gets jumbled back out until you eventually either say what they want to hear or they get so mad that they finally storm off, or, you know, you get away from them by some other means. That is going to be it for this video, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. I've actually got one more video coming up in an hour. If you're watching this pretty much live, that's not very likely, but if you are, in an hour, you've got something else to watch. Thank you guys for making it this far into the video. This was something a little bit different for me. I kind of enjoyed doing it, and I could definitely see myself doing it a few more times. So if you did make it this far, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.